Internet, Eric here. Doing a little bit of an intro to what you're about to watch. It definitely needs some context. I've mentioned numerous times on the Two Bearded Losers podcast, which I try to upload every Monday, but we're on our hiatus. I mentioned how I also do a couple other podcasts. I do the Graveyard Shift with Mike, which is a horror podcast. And then the one I don't really mention that often, and it's probably because we only really record maybe once a month, is with my buddy Jay over at jayvtvUNCUT and jayvtv2 on YouTube. And of course, since he's a glory hog, it's the jayvtv Uncut podcast. Jesus Christ. It's basically me and Jay shooting the shit for 90 minutes to maybe 2 hours, just talking movies, music, not really music, movies, anything that we hate, the usual stuff, not safe for work, blah, blah, blah. And I want to do some context in what you're watching. This past Sunday, as of this recording, we recorded an episode, and the audio was really, really, really crappy. But we did get some good stuff out of it, and one of the good things that we both agreed was Jay wanted me to give a plot summary and then explain the twist ending to High Tension. Now, I've already talked High Tension before in my Slashback Saturdays, but what it is it's basically what we think is like the best part of that episode. We do think the rest of the episode that you can hear is really good, but we got our buddy Sasha over at the Sexy Monkey YouTube channel to kind of just cut out that part that's like 10 minutes, 11 minutes long, and he sent it to me so I can upload it and help promote the JVTV Uncut podcast. So you people who want to hear me be a little more crass and a little bit more, I don't know, politically incorrect is the word, but not safe for work, not safe for young kids, not safe for family members, all that stuff. So yeah, hope you enjoy. It's me just giving the plot summary and then my explanation to the twist ending to High Tension. Spoilers, big time in this, so if you haven't seen it, watch at your own risk. So, and then after that, go subscribe to JVTV Uncut podcast on Anchor.fm or iTunes or Spotify. We're everywhere like herpes. And then, you know what, subscribe to my other two podcasts as well. Graveyard Shift and Two Bearded Losers. So, that's it. I'm rambling. I'm off of work. I'm going upstairs, having a couple beers. Enjoy.
Another movie with a lot of problems in it that you just watched and I saw a long time ago, and I cannot understand how you can make it make sense, and I'm dying to hear about it, is a little French film.
Oh, that's right. You hate that fucking movie, don't you?
No. Love the movie until the last 5 minutes. What the fuck is this?
So what? You don't like it
was like the end of the Sopranos.
It's the ending you don't like.
I hated the twist. Love the movie. The movie all the way up until the very end. Mm-hmm. Yes, love that movie. Great movie. It was intense, gory as fuck, shot well. Love it. But all right, why don't you give a plot synopsis and tell me what you think?
Okay. Well, plot-wise, we're following. I think her name. Fuck, I don't know the character's name. There's a hot chick with a shaved head and a not hot chick with long black hair, and then a fat dude. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're following Buzzcut as she is going to live with Ugly Face for like the summer so they can hang out and study for college or whatever. What happens is while Buzzcut is busy masturbating in either in the bedroom or she's outside, fat ugly dude comes in and kills the entire family and kidnaps Ugly Face. So the rest of the movie is Buzzcut trying to rescue Ugly Face from Fat Dude. And Fat Dude is killing people left and right, like in the gas station and this and that. And the rest of the movie is Buzzcut. Like there's a scene where Buzzcut runs Fat Dude off the road. Like he's got like the big like Jeepers Creepers van, the pedophile van. And eventually, like she gets run off the road, and the rest of the movie is Fat Dude chasing Buzzcut, like torturing her. And eventually, Buzzcut gets away, rescues Ugly Face, and then the twist happens. We find out that Buzzcut has been Fat Dude the whole time. She's the one that kidnapped Ugly Face because she's in love with her. And crazy shit happens. Ugly Face gets rescued. Buzzcut ends up in the insane asylum. The end. Roger Ebert gives it 3 thumbs up.
I don't. There's so much that doesn't make sense. That like, was she chasing herself in a car? I mean, what happened and what didn't is what doesn't make any sense to me. And if all those movies happened the way it did, I'm sorry not to be sexist or anything. There's no way a fucking 5'3", 5'4" chick
here's my thing. Here's my thing. Okay,
no way.
The movie starts with Buzzcut in the insane asylum, but you don't know it's the insane asylum yet. You think maybe she's just in the hospital. Okay, she's whispering something like, "I'll tell you what you want to know, or I'll tell you the truth." And she keeps repeating that. And there's a camera right in front of her, so she's going to tell her side of the story. Once you watch the movie, you realize she's fucked in the head. Okay, so my take on this is there's a weird scene where where Fat Dude is in his Jeepers Creepers van and he looks like he's getting head from a chick, and you find out it's a severed head. Okay, and he throws it out the window and goes, "Well, hey, this is Tuesday. It's about time I fucked the face of a dead chick." So that goes in with the scene where Buzzcut's in the guest room masturbating. Obviously, you realize she's masturbating about Ugly Face for some reason. Okay, that's how that works.
Right.
All right. You find out through when Ugly Face is trying to explain everything, how it's really Buzzcut doing this. You see her killing the family, not Fat Ugly Dude. Okay. So she broke into the house. She's been obsessed with this chick for God knows how long. All right. She broke in and she kidnapped her and she threw her in the Jeepers Creepers van. Now,
so does she even know the chick in her twisted? I mean, is this just like, was she really friends with her and then she killed the family? Or are we thinking that she just was a psycho who obsessed with her and just came upon the house and she's been a serial killer the whole time? It's like,
now see, here's the thing. I don't know if they're actually friends. Maybe they're acquaintances because they go to school together. They're college girls. So maybe they had a class together and Buzzcut was, she's like, wow, this chick is very pretty for some reason. I don't know. She's got beer goggles on or something. And, she says, and sometimes that's all it takes. Piggy is obsessed with Kathleen Willowite, who's got the face of a horse. It doesn't matter. We can't choose who we fall in love with as a crazy person. All right. So that explains that. Now here's the thing that I think through interpretation that explains all like the battle wounds that Buzzcut has from Fat Dude. I think. Because remember, she's telling her side of the story to the camera. Okay, we don't know she's in the insane asylum yet until the very end. I think her battle wounds are from her going in to the back of the Jeepers Creepers van and trying to fuck with Ugly Face every now and then, and that's her. Those are like self-defense wounds.
Really? Even those big gashes on her back and shit. Those are badass wounds.
But then again, how do we know how injured she really is? Because remember, this is her version of the story. Do
you remember towards the beginning of the movie, there was only one scene that I remember that seemed to try to maybe do some foreshadowing. She wakes up from a dream. That's the dream. We see it initially. She's running and she's bleeding. And the girl's like, what the fuck's up? She says, I just had a dream that this person was after me or trying to kill me. And it was like, I was thinking from there, they were trying to lead us to maybe saying, hey, later on, this won't be such a cop-out.
I think what it was, Alexandre Aja, he's French, I believe. And that could have been his way of, making us dumb Americans try to not be 100% in the dark. Like the Sixth Sense. When the Sixth Sense ends and we realize the ghost is a ghost, Shyamalan had to throw in, oh, wait. He never did do this. He never did do that, blah, blah, blah. Because, dumb Americans need it explained to them visually, ad nauseum. So that's what I think.
I saw High Tension in the theater. I'd say how bad Americans are with shit. They released it here. I don't know if you remember that. They released it. And they released it with about, I think, 2-3 minutes cut out of it, which I did not know at that point, and with bad dubbing. Like, they didn't even, we're too lazy for sub fucking titles. Like, it was bad fucking dubbing. It was horrible. I mean, it was worse than, like I said, I liked the movie up until the end, but like, I hated that movie because of what they had done to it. I didn't see the original, nonstop bloodfest until about, I don't know, 1 or 2 years after. So I think a lot of people's first exposure to that film here in America was garbage. Because we can't read.
I have the uncut version on DVD, and it's definitely more gory. I love his Aja movies. You know, he did the remake of Piranha, and he did the remake of The Hills Have Eyes and Mirrors, and he did Horns, and he did Crawl. So he's got a good pedigree of film. But I really like, that's what I like about High Tension, is just the more you watch, the more you can just interpret it that, okay, that means that, this means this type of thing. And I personally think they might have, the two chicks, they were maybe, I don't know, fucking science buddies or something in biology class. And Buzzcut fell in love with, the chick with the ugly face for some reason. She realized, like, they weren't even riding in the car in the beginning. This doesn't start until she is like outside on the swing set looking at her undressed through the bedroom window. She pulls on the Jeepers Creepers, man, and that's when shit goes down.
So you think that she was basically a serial killer the entire time?
Maybe not necessarily like a serial killer, but she was obsessed with this chick for a while, and she decided, this is the night I'm going to pull up and make her mine.
Do you think that up until the point that they actually were hanging out and she was invited towards the house, like they were in the car and everything, or do you think it just started like she's like, no, I know?
No, I don't think they were friends at all. I think, like I said, I think that part where they're in Ugly Face's car and they're going to the house never happened. That's part of the false story. The part that's in her Swiss cheese brain. Everything that happened in real life starts when she's out on the swing set and watching Ugly Face undress through her bedroom window. The masturbation scene
now
where she was really masturbating, but what happened was she was masturbating about the ugly chick, but she was masturbating in the van. See, that's what it is. That's the scene where the fat dude is, getting head from the dead lady. That is really her jerking off, getting ready to do what she's going to do. It's just the way it was edited and cut to throw that curveball,
What I remember about that scene the most, and I'm not a prude or anything, is that the bitch didn't wash her hands. I remember, all of a sudden, the killer or whoever showed up and all that. And her just like it wasn't even a thought. She's running around with pussy juice on her fingers the entire fucking movie. It's just real. I'm just going to go ahead and say, a sanitary or something, wipe it in your jeans.
They're in France. They don't think about that or care. They're French.
Right.